Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Dinosaur Tag Team Battle Competition. In the previous episode, there were 4 teams that went through to the second round, and these are the teams: Team Spinosaurus, Team Baryonyx and Irritator, Team Titan and Brachiosaurus, and the last team, Team Apatosaurus with Apatosaurus. This week we have 4 more teams, but only 2 teams will go through to the next round. They could be Team T-Rex, or Team Triceratops and Baryonyx, or could it be Team Therizinosaurus? Lastly, could it be Team Pteranodon with Enhanguera? Okay, now so let's see which 2 teams will go first. Claire, can you please pick a circle? I'm gonna pick this one right over here. Alright, please step aside and review it. So Team T-Rex will go first against I'm gonna pick this one right over here. Let's review this. So it will be Team T-Rex versus Team Pteranodon. Our first match of the day will be Team Tyrant Lizard King from North America versus a team of prehistoric flying reptiles, the Pterosaurs. The crowd is going crazy and the camera is rolling. Let's get the match started. So the mini T-Rex and Pteranodon will go first. Both dinosaurs are looking really cautious. The Pteranodon is floating in the air, flapping his wings, and this time he soars right at the T-Rex. The little T-Rex is too fast and agile. He jumps right over the Pteranodon. What a huge jump, and this time, it's time for him to attack. Swings his tails right at the Pteranodon, smashing him against the cage, and part of the wing got stuck in the cage, and the Pteranodon is stuck and is struggling to get out. And this time, the T-Rex uses this opportunity, lands a huge bite on one of its wings, and the Pteranodon is definitely in pain. But somehow, he manages to attack his teammate, the Enhanguera. Wow, and that is cool. Enhanguera soars right down from the sky and lands a huge bite at one of the T-Rex arms. The little T-Rex is definitely not strong enough to cope with this huge pterosaur. So he's struggling right now, and he tries to attack his teammate with the tip of his tail. Wow, manages to attack him, and that's great. The huge T-Rex jumps up onto the stage with the mouth wide open, gave a huge roar. He is definitely angry. Oh, the cage has fallen again. Okay, T-Rex this time, he is angry, swings up his huge tail, huge and heavy tail at this Enhanguera, the prehistoric flying reptile, smashes against him right at a cage, and this time looks like we have a winner. The T-Rex is definitely not a dinosaur to mess with. Uses his 2 legs, 2 feet, and stamp on the Enhanguera. And this time, Dan is there to give the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the winner of this round is Team T-Rex. This huge T-Rex is definitely too strong and too big for the Therizinosaurs. So both the Pterosaurs are seriously injured, but that is fine. The doctors will give them some treatment, and now they will be off to the medical center. Wow, Claire, that was definitely a very exciting match, and it's time for us to see which is the last team to go through to the second round of the competition. Will it be Team Triceratops and Baryonyx, or will it be Team Therizinosaurus? We shall see. So Baryonyx and the smaller Therizinosaurus will go first. So who will emerge the winner, Claire? I'm really excited to find out. What about you? Yeah, me too, Dan. So let's get the match underway. So both the dinosaurs are looking really cautious. The Baryonyx charges right at the Therizinosaurus, but this time Theri jumps right over Paki. What a huge jump, and uses his claw slashes against Paki. Amazing cuts, and Paki this time is in pain, but uses his frill and hit and smashes right at Theri. And this time Theri is down and Paki jumps over Theri, uses his strong legs and feet and tries to stamp Theri out of the competition. But Theri is smart. He is holding on to the cage and uses the other arm with his claws and slashes right at Paki's face and eyes. What a cunning move, and Paki is screaming in pain. He can't really see very clearly, so he has to tag up, and up comes the huge Triceratops. Mr. Truck is angry. He is really angry with Theri for hurting his friend. And this time he charges right at Theri with huge speed and power. And Theri is caught by surprise and he pins him against the cage. And Theri is screaming in pain but uses his tip of his tail to tag his teammate. And out comes the huge Therizinosaurus, the giant Theri. And giant Theri is really angry as well. Look at his long claws. Oh, his tail is actually stuck at a cage, so he has to shake it off. Oh, looks like the cage is falling again. What a lousy cage, Claire. I told you to replace this cage last week, but you haven't do so. I'm sorry, Dan. I will do it next week. Alright. So Therizinosaurus and Triceratops is going to have an epic battle. And this time Therizinosaurus slashes his huge claws right at the Triceratops. But Triceratops is really fast, uses his horns to block the attack. And this time he's gonna use the other horn and stab it against Therizinosaurus. Oh my dear. And looks like Therizinosaurus is down, and Triceratops uses his strength and power and jumps onto Therizinosaurus. What a huge jump. And as you guys know, the Triceratops weighs a lot, a few tons, and Therizinosaurus is unable to get up. And looks like we have to give the countdown once again. And Dan is there to give the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the winner is Mr. Triceratops. What a huge victory for the Triceratops team. An amazing battle. What an exciting battle that was, Claire. Yeah, definitely, Dan. I enjoy watching that. And looks like we have the 6 teams that are through to the second round. And let's take a look at the 6 teams. So these are the 6 teams that are through to the next round. We have Team Irritator and Baryonyx right over here, and Team Apatosaurus and Apatosaurus. Team Trike and Baryonyx, Dexter Titan and Brachiosaurus. Cool. Team Spinosaurus, a huge one and a small one. And over here we have our favorite team, Team Tyrant Lizard King Tyrannosaurus. And cool, let's see which other teams to go first in the second round, shall we? So we shall pick our very first match of the second round. So please go on and pick a circle, Claire. Okay. I'm gonna pick this one right over here. Okay, please step aside, Claire, and let's see what team this is. So we have Team Spino versus, I'm gonna pick maybe this one right over here. Okay, please review it, Claire. Wow, we have Team Brachiosaurus versus Team Spinosaurus, and that is going to be an epic match. And let's get the match underway. So the Daxir Titan and the smaller Spino will go first. I'm really excited to see who will emerge the winner. So let's get the match underway. The Daxir Titan raises both his legs and stands on the stage. Once, twice, and the third time the entire cage falls and the Spinosaurus falls as well. And he uses this opportunity and stamps on the Spinosaurus with both his two front legs and pins him down using his body weight. And looks like the Spinosaurus is in pain. He is screaming out in pain. But the Spinosaurus is no weakling as well. He is trying to free himself. He is a strong dinosaur too, and he is not giving up. He manages to free himself and whips out its tail right at the Daxir Titan. The Daxir Titan feels no pain. He's just too big for the Spinosaurus. Stamps up right again and stamps on the stage. Once, twice, tries, but this time it is not working. So the Daxir Titan raises both his legs and steps them right at the Spinosaurus, and using his body weight and pins him down once again. And the Spinosaurus is screaming in pain and manages to attack his teammate. And out comes the huge Mr. Spino, jumps right from the escape, jumps right from the top of the cage and lands on top of the Daxir Titan, and he is really angry. Opens his huge mouth and bites at the neck of the Daxir Titan, showing entirely no mercy at all. And the Daxir Titan is definitely out. He is really out of the competition, and he didn't even get to tag his teammate. And looks like Dan will have to give the countdown once again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. But this time, Daxir Titan manages to tag his teammate using his tail. And out comes the huge, rather small Brachiosaurus. The Brachiosaurus looks too small to actually ward off this huge Spinosaurus, and the Spinosaurus uses his long, sharp claws and slashes right at the Brachiosaurus' face. The Brachiosaurus is down, and the Spinosaurus uses his long and powerful claws and pins him right down. That is really an unfair advantage for the Spinosaurus, I would say. He is really too huge for the Brachiosaurus and the Daxir Titan. And it looks like we have a winner over here. And the winner is Spinosaurus team. Well done to Team Spinosaurus. So congratulations to Team Spinosaurus for defeating Team Brachiosaurus and Daxir Titan. So well done to the team, and let's see what is our second match of the second round. Okay, now it's time for me to pick the next two teams. I'm gonna pick this one and maybe this one right over here. So this two, and let me review the team, shall we? Team T-Rex versus Team Baryonyx. Wow, that is an epic battle. I was hoping to see this battle somewhere in the final, but wow, this is going to be an exciting match, Claire. Oh yes, Dan, it is definitely going to be exciting. Team Baryonyx and Irritator, they are definitely very strong, but they have bad teamwork and they have some internal issues, some internal arguments, so I'm not too sure whether that will affect their teamwork. So on the other hand, Team T-Rex right over here, they work pretty well together and they are definitely one of the favorites to win the competition. So let's get the match underway. So the Irritator and the Mini T-Rex will go first. Both dinosaurs are looking pretty confident. The Irritator seems to be gearing up himself for the first attack. Oh yes, he is, and he charges right at the T-Rex. The T-Rex is fast, jumps right over him, opens his huge mouth, roars in victorious mood, and lands a huge bite at the tail of the Irritator. And he throws the Irritator right at the cage. What a huge throw that was, and looks like T-Rex is having an advantage. He charges at the Irritator and jumps on top of him and pins him down onto the stage, and looks like the T-Rex is going for the countdown, but the Irritator is definitely not giving up. He manages to break free from the T-Rex grip and he lands a blow, a bite at the T-Rex short later arm. And the T-Rex is definitely screaming in pain as well, but the T-Rex is definitely stronger and uses his strong but tiny arms and throws the Irritator right at the cage once again. And what a huge throw that was. And looks like the Irritator should tag his teammate right now, but he is selfish. He does not want to tag Baryonyx, and Baryonyx is definitely super angry. Baryonyx is screaming out to the Irritator for him to tag, but the Irritator is not moving and he doesn't want to give up. He is struggling, but yeah, and looks like the Baryonyx team is going to lose unless Irritator decides to tag Baryonyx, but he is not. So looks like Dan is going to give the countdown right now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness, and Team T-Rex is the winner, and Baryonyx is super mad. He is really angry at Irritator for not tagging him. So the winner of this match will be Team T-Rex. Oh, what is going on? Baryonyx is climbing up onto the stage. He is really angry and he is attacking his own teammate. His teammate Irritator. Oh, looks like he is really mad at the Irritator for not tagging him. And the staff comes up to stop the Baryonyx, and many of them actually manage to pull the Baryonyx off the stage. And looks like the Federation will have to ban Baryonyx from competing in future. What a sad story over here. So what do you think of this entire fracas, Claire? Oh, I think it was a huge disgrace for Baryonyx to climb up onto the stage and to attack his own teammate. And I was pretty shocked that Irritator was refusing to tag his own teammate, and yeah, that was really poor teamwork from Team Baryonyx and Irritator. And well done to the Mini T-Rex for winning the match. And looks like we have the winner of this round, and let's move on. So Team T-Rex and Team Spinosaurus have successfully gone through to the next round. And in the next episode we will be having a battle between Team Apatosaurus and Apatosaurus versus Team Triceratops and Pachyrhinosaurus. Who do you think should win the battle between Team Apatosaurus and Team Triceratops? Please vote right up in this section right over here, top right hand corner, okay? So Claire, what a dramatic day we had over here, and looks like Team Spinosaurus and Team T-Rex, they are through to the final round, and we have one last team. It will either be Team Apatosaurus and Europasaurus or Team Triceratops and Pachyrhinosaurus. So which team do you want to go through to the next round to face Team Spino and Team T-Rex? Let us know in the comment section, and also vote right over here, okay, this top right hand corner. So that's all for today's episode. I hope that you guys enjoy this, and if you do, please slap a like on this video, give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment. If you guys leave me a comment, I will definitely reply to you. That's all for today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you tomorrow in the next video. But as usual, check out these 4 other videos that I've handpicked for you guys, and if you are not a subscriber yet, please subscribe down below, press the bell icon to receive notifications whenever I upload a video. I will see you guys tomorrow in the next video. Goodbye.